If you're looking for a mid-size luxury crossover that's 100% battery electric, there's not a whole lot of choices out there, but luckily Tesla has had an awesome choice since the 2016 model year. We're talking about the Tesla Model X, one fantastic vehicle. We love them here at Infiniti of Tacoma. We have a very big pre-owned business. We deal a lot with pre-owned Teslas. In fact, at the time of making this video, I have 3 pre-owned Model X's in stock, and they've been great sellers for us. In fact, they're probably one of the better sellers for us as far as pre-owned Teslas go. A brand new Model X is still close to $90,000, $100,000. So a 2017 pre-owned one like this is a compelling choice for someone who can't quite afford a brand new one. But this one's a great price point, 40,896 miles. It's a 75D. 75 stands for the size of the battery. It's a 75 kilowatt-hour battery. As far as range goes, it's comparable to what you get with the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus, which I have fully charged. That'll be about 240, 250 mile range. For daily use, Tesla doesn't recommend you charge the battery to 100%. It has a lithium-ion battery, and lithium-ion batteries don't like to be charged to 100%. If you want to get the longest life of your battery, Tesla recommends for daily use just charge it to 80-90%. You can use your app, or you can use this screen right here, and you have this slider which will not let the battery charge past a certain point, and that will just help the battery keep maximum capacity for the longest amount of time. But it's perfectly fine for a road trip, occasional road trip, to charge it to 100%. So for daily use, your usable range will be about 180 to 200 miles, which is still plenty of range for most people. Most people probably don't drive more than 50 or 100 miles a day, just like me. I've had my Tesla for about 6 months now. Only a few times I've had to supercharge it for my daily commuting. It has been more than adequate. I haven't had to worry about range anxiety or charging it. But if you do, Tesla has your back, because they have one of the biggest charging networks out there, and the vehicle can take you there. So there's different charging. There's destination charging, which is not fast charging. It's like slow overnight charging. So if you're going to go on a road trip, you can find hotels that have the overnight charging available, like the Best Western in Tacoma, the Hotel Murano. Then we have level 2 charging, which will add about 40 to 50 miles per hour of range. So if you want to park at a parking garage, go see a movie, go have dinner, you can charge your car for a couple hours, and that will charge it fairly fast. Or if you need to really fast charge it, the 3 lightning bolts will take you to Tesla's proprietary supercharging network, and there's many around. We have 2 very close to us, within 6 miles. The car will navigate you to the supercharger. You'll get a full charge in about 45 minutes, and sometimes you don't even need to wait the whole time. I've come in there with like 20 miles of range left, and just getting a cup of coffee and coming back in 10 minutes, it's already at 100 miles, which would allow me just to make it home and plug it into my overnight charger, so you don't always have to wait the full time at a supercharger. So you have that option. And then if you're going on a road trip, Tesla has an amazing trip planner. It's very, very detailed. It'll take into consideration how much tire pressure you have, ambient temperature, elevation, to know exactly how much range is in your vehicle. So we're in Seattle, Tacoma area. So what if I want to drive all the way across the great state of Washington to Spokane? Well, the car will figure out for you with its trip planner. It'll figure out, where you need to stop to charge, how long to charge for, so you don't need to worry at all about running out of range. So it's going to have me charge in Auburn for 20 minutes. I'm going to charge in Ellensburg, and I'm going to charge in Richville, Washington, and then I will make it to Spokane. And this doesn't have a full charge in it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have to charge, stop for one of those chargers. But obviously, if you plan on driving to Spokane, you're going to probably make sure it has a full charge before you leave your house or whatnot. Look at this beautiful screen. It's a tablet-like interface where you can access all the different menus. This vehicle has lots of amazing equipment on it. We have an adjustable air suspension. We have Autopilot, which is a traffic-aware cruise control, which allows the vehicle to brake and accelerate in its own lane and steer. It works on regular roads. It works on the highway, and it's amazing. A lot of people ask about enhanced autopilot and full self-driving. My Tesla's full self-driving. It's super cool, but I can tell you Autopilot is fantastic, and it's much better than what pretty much almost everyone else has for driver's assistance, and it's great. I mean, all the enhanced autopilot and full self-driving is nice if you can find it, but for me, I would be perfectly happy with Autopilot. It makes your life so much better in stop and go traffic and commuting on the highway. You also can listen to an amazing audio system. You can play video games. It has a cool toy box where you can do like the silly things like do a light show, you know, or the whoopee cushion, things like that. A very crisp backup camera. Nice interior. This was not cheap when it was brand new. This was probably close to $100,000 when it was brand new. Power adjustable steering wheel. You know, this is like Mercedes, BMW level of comfort. It's a lot more luxurious than the 3-year wire, which is a little bit more sparse. This is definitely more upscale. You have the stitched leather and open pore wood trim. You have multiple screens instead of just one. You have a screen here and a screen here. All right, so let's keep this video rolling along. I can probably talk an hour about this car. It's so amazing. Oh, also look at the side, look at this windshield. The visibility is absolutely amazing. It is an amazing vehicle to drive. It's very, very pleasant vehicle to drive. I've had a lot of road time in the Model X, and it is a wonderful driving vehicle. Very spacious and comfortable. Then we have these amazing Falcon wing doors, and they will open depending on the parking situation. So if a car is parked real close to you, it will open a different way so it won't bump into the car. It has sensors all around it so it won't hit the ceiling of your garage, it won't hit other cars, it won't hit people when you open it. There's multiple seating configurations in the Model X. This is the 5-seating configuration. Nice, big, spacious interior. Look at this microfiber Alcantara type headliner throughout the vehicle, very premium. There's multiple ways to close the door. You can close it on the screen. You have a button here to close it or open it. You can use your app. You can hit that button right there. Tesla mobile app's a big part of the ownership experience. Tesla's over their updates are second to none. They've been doing over their updates since 2012 when the Model S first came out. And I can tell you there's manufacturers today in 2023 that are still struggling over their updates. Tesla's got it in the bag. So we have multiple Teslas on our account, as you can see. This one's called Blue Bomb. You can name it anything you want. Don't name it Tessie or Tess. I think people are creative. They think they're creative when they name their Teslas Tessie or Tess, but I can tell you probably 25% of the people come up with that name. You can see where the vehicle is located on the app. You can find charging. If you get out of the shower, you want to warm up your car, you can put the heat on. You can defrost it. You can pull up, you know, all sorts of information. You can look at your charging stats, how much you're saving versus gas and charging. The mobile app is very amazing. I haven't seen any manufacturer has that level of connectivity with your vehicle like Tesla does with that amazing mobile app. So dual electric motors, it's like has a motor in the front and the motor in the back, so it's all-wheel drive. It's also very quick. 0 to 60 right around 5 seconds. This also has a tow package on it. It's actually a pretty good tow vehicle. You're not going to tow 10,000 pounds, but it should tow 4,000 or 5,000 pounds without issue. Look at extra storage under there. Normally there'd be a gas tank, but since this doesn't have a gas tank, you got lots of storage. And we haven't even looked at the front yet. Really beautiful styling on the Model X. You're not going to confuse this with any other vehicle on the road. It's distinctly Tesla. And look at all that, even more space. And this is not just a convenience, it's also a safety feature. You have all this space to absorb energy in a frontal collision. You have a crumple zone about 60% larger than a gas car, because normally you have an engine there. There's no engine, so you have all that space to absorb crash energy, making this one of the safest SUVs on the road. And also the weight of the batteries being so low not only gives it sports car-like handling, but it also gives it one of the lowest rollover risks out of any SUV. It's very hard to roll over, almost impossible. And if it does end up on the roof, the weight of the batteries is just going to flop it right back in the wheels. If you're interested in a pre-owned Tesla, we always have a great selection. If you're interested in the Model X, like I said at the time I make this video, we have 3. We do complimentary shipping to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We actually just delivered a car to Spokane. We can put this on our car hauler, we can tow it to you, so at no additional charge, no extra charge, this beautiful Tesla Model X could be yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. How cool is that? Contact us for more information, and thanks for taking the time today to watch this video.